Hi everybody, Alyssa Prettyman here. Today we are going to do the runaway. Now the runaway is a technique that covers a lot of territory on your upper back and shoulders, and you can do it pretty much anywhere. All you need is two balls and a tote. And if you don't have this particular brand of balls, it's not a big deal. Grab two tennis balls and shove them in a sock. Um, and you'll get a really similar effect. Heck, you could grab three tennis balls if you're feeling crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our balls, we're going to find a little flat slice of wall somewhere. I'm here in the beautiful Breathe Together studio. I thought we might like to see some of the color in the background. But what we're going to do here is with our little toted satchel, we're going to throw it over our shoulder like we're running away from home. Okay? So the balls are positioned vertically on the upper back. And I'm going to back up against the wall and I'm going to start to drag the balls side to side. Now, sometimes I hold on to the string here just because I tend to drop things because I'm clumsy, truth be told. But you could let go too. And you'll notice that when you get towards the middle, oh, there's my spinal column. And then when you start to drag out to the side, there's all this bumpy topography of your scapula. Lots of little ridges and grooves and muscly bits, right? And it's all good. You can go over all of it. And to start, I'm staying on one side. Staying on one side. It can also feel really good to take the balls over across the back of the armpit and around the top of the arm bone a little bit. So that takes us from rhomboids, those muscles between the spine and the shoulder blade. And then we go on to the shoulder blade. We hit a lot of our rotator cuff muscles. And then we hit their attachment points around the top of the arm bone. And again, I'm just holding the string so I don't lose it. I may still lose it. I joke that that's how you know you've made it in ball rolling, is when the balls go flying. It's like a rite of passage. You got to run across the room and laugh at yourself. Good. So just going side to side, exploring smaller ranges, little wiggling, or larger ranges out to the edge around the arm bone. Okay. Let's come back to the middle. Let's come back to this little spot that's between the shoulder blade and the spinal column. Can you feel that? For me, that's like right about here. I'm just off to the left of my spinal column. And I'm going to press. I'm going to walk my feet away and I'm going to drive some force back into the balls. So the balls are now pretty well tacked up against me. And then I'm just going to bend and extend the knees a little bit. So it's almost like I'm gripping onto the muscle and I'm just doing a little bit of a washboard against the back of the rib cage. You know what I'm talking about? Those like scrubby things that you see people doing laundry on in movies that go back a ways. I love my washing machine when I think about that. So we're just tacking the balls in place and bending and extending the knees. And just notice how that feels. Good. Maybe you wiggle the balls just a little bit left to right here in this little gutter between the spine and the shoulder blade. Nice. Take the balls now, turn them the wide way. Take them so that they frame this kind of shoulder cap muscle. This is called your deltoid. And see if you can just go up and down there. Would it be the end of the world if you turned your back to the wall so you got more of the back of the deltoid? No, it would not. In fact, it might feel fabulous. Another thing that we can do here pretty easily is drop the balls so they're a little bit more on the back of the arm. and kind of go up and down, either the outside seam or the back. We do a lot of, if you do vinyasa, a lot of tricep push-ups, right? So sometimes this can feel good to release back here. Okay, let's do the other side. So we're going to take our little tote. We're going to run away. We're leaving this town. And we're just going to pin the balls between our body and the wall and just start to move side to side. You can definitely do this with one ball. And in some ways, it will feel a little bit more intense with a single point of contact as opposed to two. But two is going to cover more surface area. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck. It's more efficient, I think. If you only have time for a quick upper back rollout, this is a great one. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in an airport, in an office. If you're going to those things these days, you never know. And remember that now I can start to pull the balls across the back of my arm bone and around, or the back of my armpit and around the top of the arm bone. I dropped them. I'm initiated. And so we are tracing the path of some of our rotator cuff muscles, right? Because they run across the back of the shoulder blade, across the armpit crack, most of them, and then attach around the top of the arm bone. Isn't that good? Yeah. The armpit crack is like a hidden gem of joyful sensation. Single ball or double ball there. Feels fantastic. Let's come back around. Let's find that space. Oh, wiggle into that space between the spine and the shoulder blade. I'm going to step my feet away and just bend and extend the knees a little bit. So again, I've kind of pushed the balls right up against that little column of muscle, and then I'm scrubbing it. The balls aren't really rolling anywhere, right? Because they're vertical. I'll turn and show you. They're right here. And I'm just using the wall to get a little push-pull north-south. Well, that's just lovely. Good. Little wiggle side to side never hurt here either. Oh, right up against the edge of the shoulder blade. It's so yummy. Okay. Let's go out to the side of the shoulder. I'm going to turn around so you can see this from another perspective, and you can see all my beautiful cupping that I got done here at Breathe Together Yoga. So what I can do is I can turn the balls the wide way, and I can kind of scrub up and down some of these middle deltoid fibers as opposed to the front or the back. And what's really fun about this deltoid muscle, this shoulder cap muscle here, is that different zones do different things. Isn't that crazy? One muscle, so talented. And then maybe I let the ball come down the back of the arm a little bit, or the side seam of the arm, and I kind of hold my hands like I'm trying to draw a straight line across the elbows when I do it, so I can just push a little bit more steady pressure as the balls cruise up and down the side of my arm. Ooh, that's good, right? Or maybe I turn my back to the wall and I get the back of the arm a little bit more. Okay. So that, my friends, is the runaway. 2 balls in a tote, throw it over the shoulders, scrub left to right, scrub up and down, and then take the balls out and play around the top of the arm bone. You get rotator cuff, you get deltoid, you get a little bit of a full shoulder rollout if you can remember how to play with these toted balls. That's all for now, friends. Enjoy, rock and roll. I'll see you again soon.